Welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the international friendly between the European champions England welcoming the world champions USA. And the game is going to kick off in the next 3 or 4 minutes. But let's quickly go through the lineups before we get going with this match. Let me just get it up on my phone. But I'm very excited about this game. It'd be good to see a team like England, who've just recently, of course, won their first ever major trophy in the history of the women's team. It will be fantastic to see if they can beat USA. Now, I think they beat USA or got a draw against USA once in the She Believes Cup a few years ago and went on to win the tournament under the management of Phil Neville. But this game feels like there's a lot more at stake. I don't know why, even though it's just a friendly. But it looks as though England are going with a 4-2-3-1. So we've got Mary Earps in between the sticks. And then in defence, we've got Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright, Alex Greenwood and Rachel Daly. So pretty much the defence that we had at the Euros. And then in midfield, you've got Georgia Stanway and Kira Walsh. They've come back from their foreign clubs. Of course, Kira Walsh joined Barcelona for a world record fee. And Georgia Stanway has gone on to play in Germany for Bayern Munich. And then in front of them, there's three in front of them with Chloe Kelly playing on the right, Fran Kirby in the middle, and Beth Mead playing on the left, which I must admit I thought Beth Mead might put her inside, but no, they've got playing on the wing this time. And Lauren Hemp up front on her own, so that'll be different. Of course, we got no Ellen White anymore. Let's not forget she retired not long after the Women's Euros victory. But let's look at the world champions then. So Naiher is in goal, in my eyes, one of the best goalkeepers in women's football at the moment. She was part of the team that won the Women's World Cup 3 years ago in France. So in defence, at left back, it's Fox. In the centre back roles, it's Cook and Germer. Huyter on the right back role. And then it's three in midfield and three up front. So from the midfield, on the left, it's Sullivan. In the middle, it's Lindsay Horan, one of the midfielders in women's football, probably one of the best. Rose Lavelle, you might remember her playing for Manchester City a couple of years ago. And then up front, from left to right, it's Rapinoe. Don't have to say anything more. What a legend she is in women's football. In the middle, it's Rodman. And then on the right, it's Smith. So we're nearly getting ready to get underway here for the start of the game. Both teams have just had the national anthems in front of what is, of course, a full house Wembley Stadium, from what we're being told. 90,000 is the capacity, the full capacity of Wembley Stadium when it comes to football. Of course, it's known for hosting its live concerts as well. But anyway, if you haven't yet, get in touch on the live chat page. We'd love to hear from you. Got a few of you watching. We got CJW saying, go England. Definitely, go England. As I'm sure for any of you new viewers, as you could probably tell, I am English. So, yes, I am very hoping that England can get a result against the world champions today. But we can't get carried away. This is a very good US team, and they'll be one of the favourites again to win the World Cup when the tournament takes place in Australia and New Zealand. They're just having a minute's silence. I think this is because of what happened in Indonesia last weekend. Sadly, many deaths after a match had finished. Looking at the live poll, England are the favourites. 76% of you have gone for England. No one's gone for a draw. And we've got 24% going for the USA. I mean, what's everyone's predictions? Do put in your predictions in the comments if you can, folks. Put in your scoreline predictions. I might share mine in just a moment. Minute silence has just finished. So it looks as though it's going to be England attacking from right to left. USA from left to right. We also, last time out we did a football watch along. We couldn't get the video printer to work. It's working now at the bottom right of your screen. So we can let you know when there's other goals coming in elsewhere, whether that's in men or women's football. And it looks as though USA are going to kick off this friendly. A few empty seats here and there in the lower tier of the stadiums. But yeah, it's great to see England back at Wembley after that Euro victory. We got some more messages coming in. We're just waiting for the game to get going. There we go. The referee finally starts. And let's get the clock going. So, USA playing in what I'd imagine is their away kit. All blue. Very dark blue kit. England in the usual home colours in all white. And I was there on July 31st when England won the Euros at Wembley Stadium. Memorable day, memorable night. It was a fantastic time. But I can't believe it's already been 60-odd days since that final. It feels like yesterday. But of course, since then, the Women's Super League has started again. We've got some messages coming in. We have Lillian Ashleen asking where to watch. In where I am in England, it's on ITV Sport, which is normally Channel 3. Isla's Paradise says, "Come on, England. 3-1 England," she says. Chahira says, "Any live stream link?" Well, hang on, USA on the attack. We're only a minute in. They've gone for goal, and it's right to the hands of Mary Earps there. And I think that was that Smith? It was Smith who was all on her own there, and Millie Bright and all that were behind her as she entered the box. But luckily for Mary Earps, it wasn't a great shot at all. It was right at her, low kick as well. So, already an early threat from the USA. I've not checked the odds. I'm not even seeing who's the favourites today. But I do like whoever thought of organising this fixture. It was a good shout. And just to point out, unless I'm wrong, but Serena Weigmann, our England manager, I don't think she's lost a game yet as England manager. She's won all her friendlies. She's won all her qualifying matches. She won every game at the Euros. So I don't think she's lost a game yet. So could it be tonight? I mean, could USA end that? If not, then, you know, what if Weigmann can take this team undefeated to the next World Cup? I think it's possible. Well, Bronze is just, Millie Bright having to, already on the back foot, England, having to be careful. They've got the ball back with Kira Walsh, and they're playing it back to Mary Earps in the 6-yard box. Kicks out with her left foot, only a short kick to Kira Walsh on the edge of the penalty area. But keeps the ball away from the US forwards. Now Lucy Bronze outpacing Rapinoe. She grabs her left arm there, but Lucy Bronze continues. Referee says play on, and here come England on their first attack of the game. Oh, not the best of passes from, I think it was Beth Mead to Chloe Kelly. It was an incomplete pass, and now USA will try and go on the attack. And it's an awkward ball. Oh, Greenwood had to be careful. She got the ball away from Mary Earps there, and Smith was right behind her. And that could have been, a disaster. But luckily for England, there was no goal scored from that, because the moment Alex Greenwood had walked away from Earps, and if Smith had nicked the ball, it was an open goal. But luckily for the England defender, it didn't happen. So already 3.5 minutes in, both teams going for it in what is like a basketball game from the get-go. Yusuf Packer says, go England. And they say 3-2 England. That's their prediction. Isla's Paradise has gone touch again, saying, come on, girls. Ellen White asking if it has started yet. Yes, so if you're wondering where you can see the scoreboard on the right-hand side of your screen, there's a match clock just underneath the USA part. So we're just nearly 4 minutes in already. So yes, do get in touch. We'll read out your messages throughout. Any goals coming in elsewhere? Looks like Groningen are at half-time with, I can't see the name from here, but they are there. Oh, here come England again. On the right-hand side, it's Georgia Stanway. Now to Beth Mead. Oh, straight to the hands of Neuer. Good attempt, though. Good start. But Beth Mead, you know, I think she won the Golden Boot, didn't she? The Attic Radio says, loads of goals, please. Come on, England. Well, they've just got their first shot on target of the evening for England. Only took them 5 minutes, so a good start. And now here come the US. It really is end-to-end stuff already, this. Or try to play the cross in, but it's Greenwood who's completely on her own to just intercept for England. Paul Hutchison says, "Go USA," listening from Florida. Hope you're well, Paul. Who's your favourite US player? Oh, I'll tell you what, USA again. Oh, brilliantly defended by Georgia Stanway. Now a great through ball down the middle onto the halfway line with Frank Kirby. Now has a back towards goal and plays it towards Kira Walsh in the centre circle. All players have just stopped running for a moment. England with the possession. Greenwood out to the out to the left of Rachel Daly, but she couldn't get there in time. Rachel Daly, she's played a few matches out in the US. She, of course, just distracted there. She of course played out in America for a couple of years at least in the NWSL, but she's back with Aston Villa as of this season. Started the WSL campaign with a brilliant win over Manchester City. She scored one of the goals as well, 4-2, I think that ended. I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched much of the WSL this season yet. It was supposed to have started a bit earlier, but they stopped the opening weekend of it because of the Queen's death. So they cancelled all the matches that weekend in women and men's football, pretty much. Paul Hutchison says Rapinoe with a little dash of Alex Morgan in terms of when I was asking before his favourite US player. Who's everyone's favourite England player? Do you have a favourite England player, Paul, even though you're going towards enemy lines there? I think what's always intrigued me about women's football is how certain countries are different with their women's teams and their men's teams. As in, USA women are much bigger and more successful, while the men's team have only won the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which is still a good achievement. But let's be realistic. No one cares about the CONCACAF Gold Cup compared to the World Cup. But the women's team have won the World Cup. Not just once, but multiple times. And I do think that's always interesting how the women's team of US have done so well, but the men's team just on up there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Paul or any of you Americans might know what to say in the comments, but I'd imagine, of course, in America, as you lot like to call it, soccer, but we don't want to call it soccer here. I'm sorry, but American football should be called American throwball. You use your hands, not your feet. So I always look at it where maybe in America you have it that they want to just play other sports like basketball, baseball, throwball, not football, instead of playing football over there. But I think it is great that USA women have set a standard in women's football where every women's national team would love to be at that level. They've set that standard. Can anyone match it? Who knows? Could it be England in the future? Oh, speaking of England, here they come out on the attack. Right wing, cross comes in. Go on, Hemp. Yes! Great goal. Well, it was more of a tap-in, but at the end of the day, it was a fantastic run down the wing from Beth Mead, and then she crosses it into Lauren Hemp. I'm not sure which defender it was for America, but she was able to pip her to it by nicking the ball off her and just tapping it home. And England, after 9.5 minutes, are leading the world champions of women's football. England 1, USA 0. Great start. Let's get that score. Let's get that. There we go then. So England, I don't know if there is VAR in this match. I mean, it's only a friendly, but Cook nearly won the ball back for USA there. She slid down to stop the pass being completed towards Lauren Hemp, but she just couldn't get full control of it, and Lauren Hemp was able to tap it home. Great start for England, though. Here's Chloe Kelly. Can they get a second goal quickly? They put it through to Hemp, but it's straight to Neuer, who's beaten her to it. Oh, way up, and here come England again. Chloe Kelly, not the best of crosses. Actually, it was Lauren Hemp, sorry. I'm used to Lauren Hemp wearing number 11, but she's wearing 9 today. It's Chloe Kelly wearing 11. Greg Livingston's got in touch saying hi. Hello, Greg. Lone Star Londoner says only a friendly lol. Maybe, but you know, I do think it's still a good match to win if you've got. I mean, we haven't played USA in quite a while, before COVID at least. And you know, I think if England want to prove that being European champions is no cakewalk, you know, you want to beat the best, regardless of the competition. Is bronze with another cross. Horan clears it out the box though to find Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe's lost it though. Beth Mead now just 30 yards from goal. They've gone a few yards back with Keira Walsh. She's a great player, Keira Walsh. In my eyes, one of the most underrated players in women's football. Now Fran Kirby. They've played it out to the left of Chloe Kelly. Alice Pretty says, holy poo. There's quite a few messages here since the goal went in. Jay asking who just scored for England. It was Lauren Hemp. If you haven't yet, folks, and you're new to the channel and you're enjoying this stream, click that subscribe button. Give us a like. Really appreciate your support. We are looking at doing a stream on Sunday as well for you football fanatics. Always Chloe Kelly. And it's on the same end of the goal where she scored the winning goal at the Euros. Sets up Hemp. Oh, took a deflection, a shot straight to Neuer at the end. She is dangerous though, Lauren Hemp. She's one of my favourite players at the moment. She's one of those that when I've been watching over the last couple of years for Man City up front, she just looks like a player that just gets better and better and always offers something more in each game. Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, just outside the penalty area. England could have conceded a penalty, but they haven't. Luckily for Rachel Daly, she was just outside the box when she fouled Smith. She simply just fell over. She never got the ball at all. There's no doubt about it. It's a foul. Referee is correct though. It is a free kick. Could have been a penalty. Was very close. Joel asking at what exact time did they score, meaning minutes and seconds. I think it was around 9:19, something like that. I'm not sure. It was 9:19, I reckon. Right, free kick here for USA. Rapinoe, it's straight at the two two-player wall there, and it's gone out for a corner. I think she got Hemp right in the face there. Yep, her eyes are watering. Oh, watching the slow-mo, just below her chin, I think. But she's okay. She's just put her hand to her face again. Just Finn says, goal for Germany, let's go. Are they playing tonight? So Rapinoe with a corner. Ooh, interesting delivery, only to be headed wide. England goal kick. I can't believe it's already been quarter of an hour, but oh dear, is that Hemp? That needs treatment. After we mentioned that she did take a whack into the face. Yep, it is Lauren Hemp. She already a busy busy quarter of an hour for her. Oh yeah, so Hemp's getting some treatment, hence why there's been no action for the last few seconds. So Just Finn says that they're playing against France tonight, Germany. I did not know that. I might have to Yeah, there are matches going on. So Germany are leading against France. That's nearly half time there. 1-0 to Germany. Sweden are in stoppage time at Spain. They're leading 1-0 against Spain. That's a good scoreline for them. Norway got battered by Brazil 4-1 earlier. So only 4 international friendlies today in women's football, but I'll keep you up to date on those other 2 games that are currently live. So yeah, Leah Williamson, I don't know. I'd imagine she's injured because she's watching up in the stands at Wembley Stadium. I'd imagine she's got no part to play tonight. So Hemp, she's been treated and they're continuing on without her for a bit. She will be able to continue. Clive Naylor says that should have been a pen. I'm not sure. I think it was on the edge. It was close. It could have been given, but I think from when I first saw it, it looked like it was a free kick. And you got to remember, you got the linesman nearby, so I'm sure that they gave some advice. Here's Smith. Cross in against Earps. Horan. Oh, she's won a corner. Millie Bright goes right into Mary Earps. She fell on her. Yeah, Mary Earps didn't concede many goals at the Women's Euros. Oh, so apparently it's a goal kick for England, not a corner, unless referee says it was a foul, but I don't think so. Lone Star Londoner with a stat for us saying that Rapinoe is making her 195th appearance for the USA. Greg asking me if I enjoyed the weekend. I mean, if you mean last weekend, yeah, it was great. This weekend hasn't even started yet, mate. Well, I've noticed the England women's team are wearing the same shirt that they wore for the women's Euros. So they're not wearing the one that the men's team have just launched from a couple of weeks ago. So different kits again for the men and women's teams, but fair enough. Sometimes they have the same kit, sometimes they have it different. Maybe for them, maybe for the English FA to make more money. I'm just wondering which player's being treated now. I think it's an American. Match been paused. Yeah, we've not had much football in the last 5 minutes or so. We've had Hemp being treated and now one of the US players. Greg saying, I did know Rachel Daly can play anywhere because if I'm not mistaken, she plays up top for Aston Villa and she's playing left back. She's a hell of a player, Rachel Daly. She's a brick. You know, like she's tough. She doesn't let many people get past her, that is for sure. Looks like an injury for one of the US players. It's Emily Fox that's going off, so she won't continue, so that doesn't look good. Hayley Mace is coming on. CJW asking anyone coming over to Australia for the World Cup. I want to go. I've never been to Australia or New Zealand, and it's a good excuse to go. So I'm certainly not pulling out of it. I'd certainly be up for it. Anyway, back game has resumed. USA have already had to make a substitution, just 22 minutes in. Greg asking if I'm going to the Man United game at the weekend. I'm not, sadly. It's at Everton. So I wouldn't know how to get a ticket. But I'm going to the Europa League game at home against Armenia on Thursday night. So looking forward to that, even though we we nearly didn't beat them. Oh, lovely work by Kira Walsh. Now Hemp to Kelly. Lone Star London is saying lots of new faces in this US team. Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, Julie Ertz and Alex Morgan are at least not available at all for USA because they're injured. I'm just wondering if Kirsty Mures is available. I'm sure she was with the squad, but I don't know if she's on the bench. I haven't had a look. Let me have a look. Yeah, she's on the bench. Sauerbrunn is on the bench as well. So yeah, I mean, the manager Andonovsky, he's clearly trying out some new players. But you know, this is a friendly. It's a perfect chance to try that. Oh, now Frank Kirby, only to be beaten. Cleared out for thrown, but good run there by Kirby. Good long ball down the right wing. Oh, Neuer had to just clear it then. Yeah, so no Williamson tonight. Always, she would have started with Millie Bright instead of Greenwood, I'd imagine. Oh, good ball to Lucy Bronze. Her first touch, not the best, and she's given away a goal kick at the end. Oh, Earps having to clear it there. Oh, looks like there's a red cards coming all over these games on our video print, including Partick Fischl. Imagine get Scottish football for you. There's always a red card. That is a guarantee if you're going to put bets on it. CJW saying that Australia has South Africa tonight, and Denmark Wednesday. Yeah, England play Czech Republic on Tuesday night. They're playing that one in at the Amex Stadium, which is in Brighton. They actually beat Spain in the quarterfinals at the Women's Euros in extra time. I went to that game as well. My God, that was nerve-wracking. That game and the final was just nerve-wracking just because they both went to extra time. You just didn't know if England were going to come out on top. And, you know, when, England have given the ball away, it's Smith, and she scores. Simple error from England there, and they've given away a goal. Oh, Georgia Stanway, I think, is the one that lost the possession right outside the 18-yard box. Smith took it and then took a low shot into the bottom left corner. And USA, as I said, you can't doubt these world champions. They've got themselves a goal back. It only took them 18 minutes to respond. England won, USA won. Not the best from Georgia Stanway. She'll try and forget that in a hurry, but Lindsay Horan is the one that intercepted. She's the one who kicked it towards Smith. Smith picked it up on her own and had all the time in the world to take that shot. Mary stretched out but couldn't save it with her fingers. So, 1-1. Only not even reached half an hour yet. Great game this is. And here come England already trying to respond. And they've got themselves a corner. Good tackle that was. And it's going to be an England corner on the far side. Greg asking, thoughts on Gonzalo Higuain, who is retiring at the end of the MLS season? I thought he retired years ago, to be honest. I knew he was playing for Inter Miami at the moment, but I think when you go to the MLS at that age, you know that's probably it. It's retirement the moment you go to that country. England's corner, no good. Oh, Lucy Bronze with a kick to the face. Now, is that not a penalty, ref? Referee's not having any of it. Bronze is still on the ground. I've just heard that they do have VAR for this match. I wasn't sure if they did or not. I don't know. VAR at friendly just seems a bit odd, but I don't know. But I guess in a stadium like Wembley, they can easily facilitate it. So if you just joined us, it's England 1, USA 1. England took the lead from a tap-in from Lauren Hemp. Well, I'll tell you what, USA trying to go for that second goal, but instead Millie Bright sticks herself in there with her leg out to win the ball back for the Lionesses. CJW asking, how much is it to see an English Premier League game? Oh, wait up. Just as I say, just as we talk about this, VAR is going to be checked. So I'd imagine this is on the kick on Lucy Bronze in the 18-yard box. She's going onto the sidelines to check this. I haven't seen the replay yet. It still just says VAR on her screen. She can't see the replay. Here we go. I think that's a penalty. Oh, it's right in her face. Nah, it's a penalty. It's in the box. There's no doubt about that. Yep, referee's seen it. She's going back to the pitch. It's going to be a penalty. Yep. Normally when they check the monitor, they change their decision, don't they? So, and there's going to be a yellow card for the US defender. So England have a penalty, an opportunity to retake the lead. Yep, yellow card. She ain't complaining either. I think she knows. Oh, she literally kicks Lucy Bronze in between her eyes. It's the perfect kick. But sadly for her, she might have cost her team here. But who's going to take it? You've got Georgia Stanway. Did Georgia Stanway take a penalty at the Euros? I think she did. I think it was when we beat... Was it when we beat Norway like 8-0? At Brighton's ground. Anyway, it's Neuer versus Stanway. Come on, Stanway. Oh, lovely. Tricked her, made her go the wrong way. She picked the bottom right corner of the net. Georgia Stanway makes it 2-1 to England. This is a great game. This is fantastic. Still got 13 minutes left of this first half, and we've already seen 3 goals. A bit of a roller coaster match already. England 2, USA 1. So, penalty goal that was from Georgia Stanway. Match is back underway. So, yeah, I was meant to answer CJW's question about how much it costs for an England Premier League ticket. I think it varies. They say, some people I've spoke to say every ticket is the same cost for a home match. Any Premier League team, but I think that's a load of rubbish because Arsenal are known for charging the most if you want to go to the Emirates. So I don't think that's true. When I go to a Man United game in the Premier League, it's normally 44, 45 quid. So that's how much you're looking at. But again, it depends which ground you go to, I think. I'd imagine it might be cheaper to go see Crystal Palace play, for example. Just Finn says that there's been a second goal for Germany, and it is the main lady up front for Germany, Alexandra Popp. And in all fairness to Germany, if Alex Popp had featured in the Women's Euro final, I think we would have had a very different game. I remember she was in the starting lineup for the final, less than an hour till the kickoff. And then when the game started, I didn't notice until they started playing that Alex Popp was not there on the pitch. And then I found out from whoever was sitting next to me at the final at Wembley. She said to me, oh, she got injured during the warm-up. I was thinking, oh, England couldn't get any luckier, could they? You couldn't ask for that in preparation for a final. Oh, hang on. Jay asks, would you start doing daily tips videos on your predictions? Oh, I don't know if you want my tips. I'm normally quite bad at doing predictions. Depends what kind of predictions you're after, maybe. Yusuf Pakor says, let's go. 2-1 to England. Greg Livingston says, Angelini, that's a player that should have retired. He's 38 years old and still playing at that age. Yeah, but I guess in the MLS you can kind of get away with it. Certain standard in MLS that a lot of players in Europe could easily just turn up and not have to even play their best. No offense to the MLS, but that's just, it's a nice payday, isn't it? Before they retire. I like the MLS. It's its own thing, you know what I mean? Like every league has its own like niche, and I think MLS is one of them. Oh, here come the US. Oh, they've got to make it 2-2, and it is. And an equaliser again from the USA after 36 minutes. But to be honest with you, it was very quick football from the US, attacking from the right-hand side, then getting the cross into the box, and a cross is always dangerous, especially when your defenders are out of place, and it was a goal at the end for the USA. And I think it was Rodman who scored, who's the main centre forward tonight. And it was Smith with the cross as well. Smith's been busy. Or did Rapinoe get the last touch before the, as in with the pass? Did she get the assist instead? Either way, it's a goal. It doesn't matter. They've got the goal that they needed to get themselves back in it. But as I say, this just tells you how good the US are. You just don't know what to expect, and you can't get carried away. They're checking VAR, I think. Well, they haven't resumed kickoff yet. So they're not letting them kick off yet. Referee's waiting. She's hearing something in her earpiece. I think they're checking if... Is it offside? I don't think it is. No, they're still check. Oh, what's the referee going to do? She's talking to Rose the Val. Played for Manchester City for a season, I think it was. Yeah, she didn't stay in the MLS. Sorry, not MLS, the WSL for long. It may be 2-2, but this scoreline might change. We don't know. They haven't resumed kickoff. Oh, it's offside. So forget that. USA, you're still 2-1 down, I'm afraid. Oh, I better change that scoreline. Yep. Just still 2-1 to England then. So they're going to play from the free kick in their own half, England. So I didn't... Just shows you you've done it with VAR. Anyway, here come England again. They know they would love to get a bit of breathing space on that scoreline, maybe just before half time. There's still 6 minutes to go, but I'll be surprised if there isn't much stoppage time. We've had a couple of VAR moments. We've had Lauren Hemp being treated, and we had one of the US players going off. So I think we could have 3-4 minutes of stoppage time, which is unusual for a first half, but it does happen. Jono UK says, go USA. I'm a bit confused by your username. You say UK, though. Anyway, England in possession. 5 minutes left before the half-time break is. Chloe Kelly playing on the left-hand side for England tonight. The famous picture of her top off wearing a sports bra when celebrating England's win will certainly be a picture to remember. Now Lucy Bronze with the cross takes a deflection. Oh, had to go behind for a corner. Good awareness at the end from that US defender. She knew exactly what to do with it once the ball landed on her feet. Good cross by Lucy Bronze. It may have taken a deflection on the way, but I think US knew that this would be a dangerous ball in. You know, Lucy Bronze, she's got a lot of medals herself. She's won a few Women's Champions League trophies as well as the Women's Euros. I think she's won the WSL and the Women's FA Cup as well with the US. Not the US, Manchester City. Beth Mead with a cross, headed away. Ooh. Daly now with a long diagonal ball. Throw in for England. Greg Livingston says, for me in the MLS should put all teams form 2 conferences into one big league, and whatever team finish in the bottom 3 should be relegated, but that will never happen. It's too many teams because there's 32, 34 teams in the MLS. If we include both leagues, the Western League and the Eastern League. And the problem is America's a massive country, hence why I think they've always done an Eastern and Western League. I might be wrong, but I think that's the same with the baseball and the NFL. It's a lot of traveling. That's why they keep them in with teams near enough to them. But they need a relegation thing in the MLS. It's stupid that you can have a bad season but still stay in the league. It's not right. It's not American though, is it? They don't want to be like us. It's just the way they are. Anyway, here come England again. In case any of you Eurovision fans didn't know, they've announced that Liverpool will be hosting Eurovision next year, so not far from my neck of the woods, pretty much. So I'm having friends texting me, already asking me, how do you get tickets? Oh, yellow card for Millie Bright. She took one there for the team, though, to stop the US on the attack. Foul was made in the centre circle, just inside the US half. Now, before this game kicked off, it was absolutely chucking it down at Wembley Stadium, but I don't think it's raining anymore. It's been a bit of a wet day all over England, really. I can hear the rain outside now where I am up north of England. Oh, here's Smith again. Oh, shot blocked. She is dangerous. I've not seen much of Smith before tonight, but you can see why she could be an Alex Morgan replacement. Alex Morgan, 3 minutes of added time, so I had a feeling it would be a few minutes added because of all the checks and stuff that we've had. But cracking game. Very open contest so far. Oh, that's a good long ball to Lauren Hemp. Come on. Go on, have a go. Just didn't get the power. She was trying to outrun her opponent, but I think she knew she couldn't do that. She tried to go for an early shot, but straight at the goalkeeper. That was a great long ball, though. She got to it. She controlled it well. Just couldn't do it with the finish. We've got Luciana saying hi from Dominican Republic. Hello there. Do let us know, folks, where you're watching the stream from. We always like to give our viewers a shout out of where they're watching from. Free kick for the US inside their own half. Into the last minute of stoppage time before we reach the interval. Long ball there. I'm not sure what that was. Thrown for England in their own half. But yeah, Germany 2-0 up against France. They're in the second half of that game. Sweden still 1-0 up against Spain. 58 minutes gone in that one. Free kick for the US. Long ball out to the left of Mega Rapinoe. Oh, that's not a free kick. She just fell down. She's even smirking. Lucy Bronze is laughing away at it. Oh, she hardly touched her. Free kick, dangerous one. It's pretty much near the corner flag, so last opportunity for the Yanks to get a goal back before they head to the changing rooms. Under the floodlights tonight at Wembley. And here comes the free kick. And I think that was Lindsay Horan with the header over the crossbar. Goal kick. Not a bad opportunity. Lindsay Horan is one of the best midfielders in the world. She is a brilliant player. But that should be the last chance before half time anyway. Well, there we go. Half time then at Wembley Stadium. England leading at the moment. The European champions are ahead against the world champions. But as we've already seen in this game, you can't silence the US. They had an equaliser to make it 2-2, but Rodman was caught offside 8 minutes before half time. So it really has been an open game so far. Lauren Hemp with the opening goal after just 10 minutes in with a tap-in. And then it was USA 18 minutes later that got a goal back, a free shot on goal for Smith, and she nailed it by getting it into the bottom left corner of the net. And then England, well, it didn't take them long afterwards. Lucy Bronze getting kicked in the face, literally in between the eyes, to win her team a penalty for England to retake the lead again after Georgia Stanway tricked Neuer to go in the wrong way. And because of that, it is England 2, USA 1. So, half-time. We will have a quick break here on Let's Talk Sport, but don't go anywhere. The stream won't end or anything. Just stay with us. Get your messages in on the live chat page, and we'll read them out when we come back ahead of the second half. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here on Let's Talk Sport. Hello and welcome back to our live stream watch along of the international friendly between England women and USA women. And if you have just joined us, it is England that are leading 2-1 at the halfway point. And in just a few moments' time, we will have the second half getting underway at Wembley Stadium. I've just noticed that they're advertising the Women's Rugby World Cup on ITV, and all the matches are on at like 2 a.m., 4:30 in the morning. I don't think many people are going to stay up for that. Maybe for the big rugby fans, I'm sure, but even so. But just waiting for the game to kick off, really, for the second half. England. Ted Lasso is in the building. Standing next to Leah Williamson. Looks as though quite a few members from the TV show are there. But poor Leah Williamson having to watch on with her crutches. So, I mean, that really is pretty much the indication of why she can't play tonight. I'm just wondering if there's been any changes. Not that I can see so far. But anyway, both teams are back out, getting ready for the second half. We've just put out a new poll on the live chat page. So we asked you at the start of the game who will win this match. And it was England that led on the votes at 64% to USA's 24% and 11% going for a draw. We'll talk about the latest poll that I've just put up in just a moment. Let me just start the clock. The second half has begun. England kicking off the second half, so they're attacking from left to right. USA from right to left. Long ball down the left-hand side in the US half as the ball's rolled out for a USA throw-in. So I've asked you if England can win the Women's World Cup next summer, it starts on July 20th, and then the final is on August 20th on a Sunday. And yeah, can England make the final and win that? Who knows? Let's see what the votes are like so far. A lot of you going for the answer of absolutely. But of course, long way to go yet. The group stage, what was it? The Women's World Cup finals draw takes place in a few weeks' time, actually. 22nd of October. And I think we'll do a live stream watch along for that. First thing on a Saturday, I know it is. So, yeah. Nice to see Ted Lasso at Wembley Stadium, though. I've still not actually watched the whole TV series. I need to watch them all. Oh, I'm going to come USA now with Smith. Oh, the shot went through the legs of Millie Bright, but it went wide past the target. A low shot that was from the American. Goal kick for England. Could have been a quick equaliser into the second half. A foul by Rodman there. And it's a yellow card for Rodman. So a bit of an annoying evening for her so far. She scores a goal that gets disallowed. She makes a foul now on Rachel Daly and then receives a yellow card. We've got Vijaya saying cheering for Beth Mead and Kira Walsh. Cameron says, "Gosh, bro, that was not offside. I'd imagine that's the US goal that was disallowed. This ref is driving me crazy." Alicia Tassi says, "Wild how they called an offside. It wasn't. It was very tight. I must admit, I thought when watching it again, I honestly just thought they'll check it just in case, but it'll be okay. It'll still be a goal for the US. So I'm quite surprised that it was given as not a goal. But anyway, here come England to try and double the lead over the US. It's now with Hemp out to the right of Beth Mead. Bronze in the box. Hemp couldn't get the header. I think she might have been offside. Someone was offside because the flag is up. I think it's on Beth Mead. I mean, she's way offside. Why is the referee carried on? Why is the linesman just carried on playing? Cameron clearly very angry with that outcome of the goal not being given, saying this ref is literally the worst. I'm so mad right now. Like, what was offside? They have the worst VAR too. Yusuf Paco saying, I am happy it's offside. I am England fan. It was very tight, as I say. I don't. It didn't look obvious to me that it was offside. Anyway, we're back again with England. Chloe Kelly with the cross. That looks like a good ball. It's straight to the hands of Neuer. It was just a little too high, I think, for Lauren Hemp to get the header. But it's carried on like the first half. It's end to end, this game. It's really a good game of football. In my eyes, you are probably watching the best two teams in the world right now in women's football. So, could this be a dress rehearsal for the Women's World Cup final next summer? Who knows? I don't see why these teams. I think you could have the World Cup winner between these two. And the next Women's World Cup next year will be a challenge. You've got it where it's 32 teams. First time the Women's World Cup has had 32 teams. So I think it was 24 last time out. So they've added 8 more. So that obviously means 3 games in the group stages. You've got to win a match in the last 16, then the quarterfinals, then the semi-final. And if you make the final, obviously you got that as well. But yeah, 7 matches overall in the space of 4 weeks. Oh, there's a foul. And that's going to be a US free kick. Is there going to be a booking here, though, for one of the England players? It's Beth Mead who was involved. She clashes right into the centre half. And here they come again. It's Mace up against Beth Mead. No foul there, luckily for Beth Mead. Wouldn't want another booking straight away to get sent off. I'll say this now, USA without some of their best players, they still look like a good team. Let's not forget when these two teams, I think this is when they last played. These two teams played at the 2019 Women's World Cup, and this was for a place in the final, and USA beat them. I think it was 2-1 at the end. England had a penalty saved, or was it missed by, it was Steph Houghton who took the penalty. Of course, Steph Houghton, named from the past, you could say now, she doesn't make this England team anymore. Here's Chloe Kelly with the shot. Oh, just wide. Looking for the top corner, it looked like. Yeah, she cut in and then went with her right foot. It actually went quite wide at the end. I think she was hoping to get a bit of a curve going for it, but it just didn't happen for her. Nothing beats Chloe Kelly though with the celebrations of the of winning the Euro. She danced all night apparently. I mean, I think I would as well if I was the one that scored the winning goal. And it looks as though Valencia are 2-0 up. Looking at the video print of the live scores coming in. Oh, go on, Hemp. Well done. She's going on her own here. She's outpaced her teammate. Needs to get the right pass in. Not the best of Fran Kirby. Oh, and Bronze hits the side netting. She tries to drill it in, but Fran Kirby left it for Bronze to just strike at goal, but instead it hit the right side netting. Lauren Hemp did really well here. The pass was just a little bit heavy for Fran Kirby to try and finish in. She just left it for Lucy Bronze, who stormed into the 18-yard box to strike it with her right foot. I know they say that this is like a sellout tonight, but there's a lot of empty seats in that low tier. I don't think it's definitely not a sellout. There's no doubt about that. They'll announce the attendance, I'm sure, during the second half. They normally do it at football matches from the stadium announcer. So it will be interesting to see how many. But as far as I can remember, when I went to the Women's Euro final, I'm sure it was pretty much a sellout. Might have been one or two empty seats here and there, just because you never know. There might have been Sweden fans or fans from another nation that hoped that they would make the final but didn't want to go at the end. Oh, Bronze had to be careful there with the set piece. Free header, no. Smith, oh, brilliant from Georgia Stanway. Intercepted it at the right time and a great pass out to Lauren Hemp on the edge of the centre circle. It's back with Kira Walsh. Well, our live chat page has got a little quiet. Come on, folks, get in touch. Love to hear from you. Or Rapino trying to get a flick on goal there, but it's gone straight to Mary Earps. I'll tell you what, Mary Earps, it wasn't that long before the Euros this summer that I wasn't her biggest fan in terms of goalkeepers. Like Ellie Roebuck was my number one goalkeeper for England, but fair play to Serena Weigman. She stuck with Mary Earps throughout the tournament and even the friendlies ahead of the tournament. But anyway, if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. And they've just got cameras on Ted Lasso again. I should really know what the actor's name is, but I actually don't know. And even his assistant coach from the series is there wearing a nice flat cap, but also the US shirt. But they're clearly having fun up there in the hospitality area. I think when I last checked, they're still filming the third series of Ted Lasso. USA with an attack here from the right wing. The cross came in only to pick out Lindsay Horan just out on the left wing. We got Jamie Davies saying, if you could be half man, half of any other animal, what would you be? God, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? I don't think I'd get any more dates. What animal would I be? Do get involved, folks, if you're seeing that message. Could do with England just finding that third goal to open that breathing space. Half an hour still to play. Megan Rapinoe's on her own in the box. Good block by Millie Bright. Corner it is for USA. Animal. Which animal? I'm trying to think of one that would be useful. Imagine being a half parrot, half human. Like, you'd have one wing and you'd try and fly and it just wouldn't happen because you wouldn't have the balance. Here comes the corner. Nothing from it. England clear it. I'd probably say a lion. Maybe because of the strength. I'd probably say a lion. And you got your claws. That's a good weapon to have. Okay, I'd only have half of its lion mouth, but hey, it'd be very interesting when eating. I'd have no problems getting through my steak, that's for sure. Yeah, you've got lion. If I had a second choice, I'd probably go with a crocodile, but then again, I'd be a bit useless if I'm not near a lake or something like that. Kate says maybe a horse. They keep filming Ted Lasso. So a couple of substitutions. Andy Sullivan and Sophia Hoyter have gone off. Sam Coffey's come on, and so has Crystal Dunn. I like Sam Coffey. Great player. Big fan of Crystal Dunn as well. She's been part of the US team for a while now. Oh, and all of a sudden this has changed everything. Oh, dear. What was that? USA had a chance then. They just lost it like it was... Oh, there was no pressure whatsoever. See, I like the dedication of Burgoyne. Sorry, Burgoyne. He keeps thinking he should be working, but he's instead spending more time on our Let's Talk Sport live chat. And he's saying, at the moment at work, we have Neil Razor Ruddock doing a talk. I might recognize that guy's face, but I don't recall the name. He says, but I'm sat in the cellar asking you pointless questions. They're not pointless, because what if one day I get told in surgery, if I'm going to live, I have to be half animal? Here comes Rodman. had her goal disallowed in the first half, and a cross is denied. But in the last few minutes, this is all America on the attack. They've got another corner. Could there be one or two changes by Serena Weigman next? She hasn't made any yet. Here comes the corner. Cleared away. England defensively in set pieces have been superb. Oh, looks as though Leon have conceded a equaliser from Toulouse. 1-1 in that game. Werder Bremen. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there, mute my mic. But anyway, come England. But yeah, Werder Bremen have just beaten Hoffenheim away from home in the Bundesliga. 2-1, they won. If you didn't know, there are scores coming in on the video printer below our scoreboard. Kate asking a big question. Do you get shrunken down to fit the animal of your choice, or do you have to keep the same size? That's up to Vajoin. He started this. It's his rules. Oh. Well, all possession is the US at the moment as well. They're passing it between each other on the back line. Well, they're saying there's a foul on Rose Laville. I didn't see much in that, but she's won a free kick. Against her old City teammate, Chloe Kelly, that was. So, USA with the free kick. Oh, it's with Rodman. She's going to shoot. Is that a corner? No, it's a goal kick. I thought that took a deflection, but apparently not. Nope. No, it didn't come off Lucy Bronze. I thought it might have, but Mary Earps clapping away there to her defenders with their happiness that they didn't concede from that. Ella Tone's coming on. Frank Kirby, she's replacing. Not a bad substitution to bring on Ella Tony, one of the stars of the Women's Euros, scoring that goal to make it 1-0 against Germany in that final. What a chip that was as well, and what a ball it was to her. It was a great goal when witnessing it live, my word. I lost my voice that night, I really did. Well, England could do with getting a grip in this game because they really are defending for their lives at the moment. It's all USA. But USA still need a goal to at least avoid defeat. England could just do with a third goal, just to, as I've said before, to just give them a bit more space on the scoreline. Be interested to see what impact Tony could do here for England. Oh, Stanway's just lost the ball there, and Lucy Bronze as well. Rapinoe does brilliantly well to get the possession back for her team. Now Crystal Dunn to Rapinoe. Could do get their passing going again, England. They've got the ball back now. Oh, here come the US now. Rodman again. Good tackle by Daly. US still have the ball, though. Just outside the box. Oh, poor ball from Rapinoe. I'd imagine that was supposed to be a pass into the box because it was, if that was meant to be a shot, it was terrible. It's not been her night, Rapinoe. She hasn't had a good game. Oh, Walsh, careful. You're the last player back. Just get rid of it. Oh, Marriott's just passing it out to Greenwood. Great long ball out, though, to Kelly. Now Lucy Bronze. Could this be a moment for England to get that third goal? Beth Mead now to Bronze on the right-hand side. Oh, Stanway couldn't complete the pass. She won the ball, though. Oh, Ella Tone. First touch of the game, I think, since coming on. Third goal should win the game for them. Oh, pass a bit too powerful there. Mega Rapinoe frustrating Beth Mead there. Good defending by England. Stopping that quick attack. Here we go. Come on, Kelly. That's it. It's too long for Tony. No, she's got it. Just in front of Cook. Oh, nutmegs Cook. Oh, come on, Cook pulled her shirt, ref. Referee says no foul and US can play on. But Georgia Stanway does brilliantly. Wins the ball. England play it back into their half. Of course, if you think about it, where Leah Williamson is watching it tonight, she's watching it up, up in the stadium, and I'm sure she might say one or two things to her teammates. Oh, Lauren Hemp just beaten there. She was going against the last player at the back for USA, but she couldn't get the pass complete. Apparently, she was offside at the end. Didn't look offside. CJW says, half bear, love my sleep. In case you lot are wondering what we're talking about, Bajoin, I keep saying Burgoyne, it's Bajoin. Bajoin saying that if you were half human, half animal, what would you be? Quarter of an hour to go. England still leading. No goals in the second half. But I'd say most of it's been USA dominating in the second half. England, last couple of minutes or so, have started to get themselves back into it. But they know that against this US team, it ain't over till it's over. And remember, folks, do vote in the live chat page. We've got a poll up that we set up during the halftime break, asking you if England can win the Women's World Cup next summer. 73% of you at the moment have gone for absolutely, 27% going for no chance. In about 5 minutes' time, we will change the poll to ask you who you think your player of the match is. And we'll announce all that at the end of the game. If you've enjoyed this watch along, remember to subscribe. Here's Georgia Stanway. Can she? Oh, I think it was a bit of a miss kick at the end. And it went wide. Oh, why didn't she pass it to a Tony, maybe? I don't know. I mean, is she left-footed? That's what she went with. Well, match has been paused. It looks as though Cook is injured. That's for the USA anyway. But yeah, there's been a couple of players for USA that have been injured tonight. I think they've announced the attendance, but I didn't quite hear it. But I'm not sure. Well, anyway, match has resumed. Now here's the valve for the US. Trying to pick out Smith. Wins a corner. Last touch coming off Millie Bright there from the right wing. 12 minutes to go. Still 2 on England. So here we go, corner for the US. Oh, bit of a miscommunication between two US players. And now here come England on the attack. Lauren Hemp on her own up front. Ella Toney's making the run as well. And so is Beth Mead. Ooh, Beth Mead not the best of collections with the pass, but she still has it. Rose Lavelle kicks it out for a throw-in. Lucy Bronze to take the throw-in. Come on, England, we need another goal here. Offside against England. Free kick for the US. We got Merjam asking, where can I watch live? It's I mean, it depends where you are. I guess I'm in England, and it's at it's on ITV. Oh, USA are making a triple substitution, and it does include Sauerbrunn, one of the most experienced defenders in women's football. CJW responding saying, at Wembley. I mean, you're right. It is at Wembley. That's where you can watch it live. Oh, no. USA have got a penalty. It was a handball, apparently. Well, that's annoying. Wait, it hit her bum. It didn't even hit her hand. Oh, they've got to check VAR on that. Well, the ball's on the spot, but they've got to check that again. Surely, I don't even know why they're getting the ref to check it. Just tell her. She don't need to see it. So USA have got a penalty, but it will no doubt be changed because it hit the England defender on the bum. No other way of saying it. Who did it? Yeah, it hit Millie Bright. I mean, I must admit, at first reaction, it looked like it might have been a handball, but when you watch the replay, it's so obvious. So, yeah. No penalty. Another VAR decision that will frustrate the Americans in this game. 8 minutes still to go if they want to find that equaliser. It hit Lauren Hemp on her bum. Ow. She's had the ball hitting her in the face tonight, and now her bum. She's taken one for the team, that's for sure. So here we go then, the triple change for the US to try and find that late equaliser. Sauerbrunn is coming on. What a player she's been. She's won at least 2 World Cups. Trinity Rodman, Rapinoe and Germer have gone off. And it's a debut for USA's number 13. She looks a little nervous coming on, but especially when you're replacing Megan Rapinoe. So Elisa Thompson, that's replaced Rapinoe. Ashley Sanchez has come on as well. Right. Oh, Stanway. That's a good ball to Kelly. She's got some space down the left-hand side. Oh, one of the US players has fallen over now, Beth Mead. Oh, couldn't get the pass to... Was it Walsh? I'm not sure. Oh, again, England. Can't get that third goal at the moment. Bit surprised Weigman hasn't made any other changes, really. I think we've only seen one, which was Tone coming on for Frank Kirby earlier on in this second half. Wow. Arias changes, reckons it'll be 3-2 England at full time. So that would mean 2 more goals in this game with just 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. It'd be some way to end the game, that's for sure. Surprised we haven't seen any more goals in this game. In the second half, anyway. Come on, Mary, you've got that. There you go. Oh, careful, Earps. Oh, England have given away the ball just outside the box. Cross comes in, it's straight to Mary Earps. She throws it out to her right of Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze drives it forward. It's headed back into the England half, though. Now Walsh. Oh, long ball forward from Greenwood. No one there, though. Come on, Stanway. Ah! Come on, Stanway, shoot! You've done it before from there. Oh, not that time. Wide again. But she still has a goal for tonight, scoring from the penalty spot in the first half. I still don't know what the attendance figures are. They haven't shown it. Two minutes still to go. Stanway now with, I think that's Toon, yep. Out to the right wing of Mead. Toon with the run. Couldn't quite get there. Becky Salburn beats her to it and clears it out for a throw-in. Oh, good pass. Go on, Tony. Oh, she's fallen over. Why is it when England get to the final third, they just seem to hiccup? Frustrating because they had that. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Heapster Chris, saying 76,000 is the attendance. Fantastic attendance. I knew it wouldn't be full capacity, though. You could just tell there was a few empty seats in there, but regardless, that's still fantastic to see for the women's football. It's a bit annoying, though, because they said that this game had sold out within 24 hours when the tickets went on sale a few months ago. And that annoys me because there's clearly a lot of seats there that, people haven't turned up for. And you just wonder if some of these are resellers that just didn't sell their tickets at the end. But who knows? Looks as though Laura James is going to come on for England. That is Reece James's sister, who Reece James, of course, plays for Chelsea, and so does Laura James. She left United, not the summer that's just gone, but the summer before. Oh, Walsh, go on, header. Oh, Cook did well. She got there just before Tone. Always, I think England could have gone 3-1 up and wrapped the game up. We're into the 90th minute. Go on, Hemp. Come on, wrap it up. With Stanway now. Only 3 minutes of added time. Same as the first half. Volley. Oh, Tone, that was terrible. Couldn't get the ball down at all there. Went with the volley. She might have been offside anyway. So Chloe Kelly, the hero of the Women's Euros, is just about to be replaced by Lauren James. Doesn't get a goal tonight, but I thought she played well. Skunky Monkey 13 says, nice 40 euros off the England win. Hang on. It's not over yet. Still 2 minutes of added time. England should win from this position, but you never know in football. Especially when your opponents are one of the best in the world. Tell you what, they got to be careful, England. They're defending it at the moment. It's gone out for a USA corner. Could this be their last chance to get themselves back level? Alex Greenwood had to make the tackle there. Their set pieces, USA, haven't been the best tonight. And Rapinoe normally takes the set pieces, but she's gone off now. They're looking at Lindsay Horan, aren't they? They want her to get the header in, I think. She's going to go for it. Couldn't get the header. Lauren James, come on, hold the ball. Kick it forward. No, she's lost it. A minute to go. Ball's in the box. Millie Bright, not the best of headers. Oh, volley, half-volleyed effort there by Smith. It goes way over the crossbar. And that might just be it, really, for USA. I'm sure Mary Earps will take her time with this goal kick. Skunky Monkey 13 asking, any watch along for the weekend? So, we will be doing, if you like your Dutch football, the Eredivisie will be trying to do that at 1:30 on Sunday, UK time, between Feyenoord and FC20. Only a point between the two teams in the league right now, near the top of the table. So there'll be live commentary of that from myself, hopefully. That's my plan anyway for Sunday. Lucy Bronze has just had to clear it out for USA throw-in. 93 minutes are up, but ball's still in play. England just need to get the ball back here. And they've got it. Lucy Bronze intercepts. And there you go. Full time at Wembley Stadium, and it is a win for the European champions over the world champions. It may just be an international friendly on paper, but I think for Sarina Weidman and her team, that is a big, big win. Still, Sarina Weidman is undefeated as the England manager. Over a year on since she took on the role, she still hasn't lost a game. So the goals coming from Lauren Hemp and Georgia Stanway in the first half gives England the win, despite Smith getting an equaliser for the USA. But USA couldn't get one in the whole entirety of the second half. So England 2, USA 1, it has ended. Now, before we go, I was meaning to put in the player of the match poll, but I better do it now. Let me do that now. So we did ask you, can England win the Women's World Cup? And 73% of you have said absolutely. Well, after tonight's performance, they're certainly showing why they could do it. It just shows how winning a trophy can certainly set you up to win bigger things. Anyway, before we wrap up this watch along, do vote for your player of the match. I've gone a bit random. So Lauren Hemp for England, Stanway for England, Smith for the US, and Rodman for the US. So do vote, and we'll end the poll in the next couple of minutes or so. But if you do leave the stream now, if you can, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport, this YouTube channel. It's free to do so. But if you've already subscribed, thank you very much anyway. But also, we'll see you on a future stream on this channel. I'll also announce, probably should have announced it early on in the stream, but in the last week or so, we have actually won the rights to broadcast the Welsh Premier League, which basically means live commentary from within the stadium at a Welsh Premier League game. So keep an eye out for that. We'll announce the fixtures soon, hopefully, of what games we'll be covering. We're looking at doing our first game on the weekend of October 22nd, so literally 2 weeks from now. So yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. If you like your Welsh Premier League football, then you can listen in, and we'll be commentating from the grounds. But if not, give it a try. It's the top flight of Welsh football at the end of the day, and whoever wins the Welsh Premier League, this is men's football, by the way, they do get a spot in the Champions League qualifiers. So it's quite a big deal still, even if the Welsh Premier League isn't as respected as other Premier Leagues like the English Premier League and the Scottish Premiership and stuff like that. But do vote for your player of the match if you can. We got some messages here. We got Roy Van saying, I can't believe the lineup for USA, very weak. CJW says, not weak at all. That's a cop-out. I presume that's a response to what Roy Van has just said. So, yeah, do get your thoughts in. So do vote for your player of the match. I'll give you another minute to vote, and then we'll announce who will be the Let's Talk Sport player of the match. Well, good win for England, isn't it? Very, very good win. Anyway, let's end this poll. So, only 11 votes, but every vote counts. And I can reveal that the Let's Talk Sport player of the match for England versus USA today, she's being interviewed right now as we speak, is England's Lauren Hemp, who scored the opening goal. So, fantastic for her and for England. So, thank you for voting in that. And, of course, overall, thank you for joining me tonight here on Let's Talk Sport. Before you go, click that subscribe button, give us a like, and if you want to as well, give us a donation if you can, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But as I say, we will have another stream on Sunday. Hopefully, it'll be one of the European football matches. But of course, you'll find out if you subscribe to the channel. You'll find out in due course. Thanks again, and we'll see you very soon. So congratulations to England. They've beaten the world champions. Can they take on the world next summer in Australia? Good night.